Good morning.
Morning.
Today we're going to take you around the Gilis.
There's nothing in this world that I've ever needed more from you. I've been colder than this before. You've been on my mind. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 oh.
So we're about to jump on our boat to head across to Gili. Just to let everyone know, if you don't want to pay anyone anything, don't let them take your bags. Random people will try and take your bags or try and take them to the boat and then ask for money. Also, if you did book through a company, try and go back through to that company when you come back, because the locals here will try and scam you to get into a taxi and it's a lot more expensive. So we're gonna go jump on our boat. There it is over there, and we're off. First thing, hire a bike. You'll need a bike to get around the Gili Islands, especially Gili Trawangan. It is a larger island. You can hire these bikes anywhere basically. As soon as you get into the main port, there are guys standing on the side of the road trying to rent you bikes everywhere, or get one at your hotel, just like here. And they're about 50,000 rupiah per day for a hire or for 12 hours. Next thing, make sure you get up nice and early, hire a boat, a private boat, to go to the rest of Gili Islands so you can skip the crowds.
Hello.
We're about to jump on our boat now and head off.
How are you?
Yesterday we booked this tour. It's a private tour. It's a little bit expensive. You can do it cheaper if you want to. You can do it in a group for about 130,000 rupiah. This way though, we hopefully get all the snorkeling spots to ourselves. Anyways, we're heading off now. So we've already made it to the statues here in Gili Meno. It's early in the morning, there's still heaps of people here, so make sure that you do get here early if you want some nice photos and to be able to enjoy it in peace. Anyway, we're about to go GoPro. This is living.
For the fish. Is it for the fish?
Yeah.
Oh, woo!
So with a quick stop at Gili Air, we are having a little beverage, another one, well I am, and just a bite to eat. It's a really quiet island, this one. We've basically just spent the last few hours snorkeling around with fish and turtles, and there was one area where there was like, I don't know, what, would you say like 6 turtles all in one spot?
Yeah,
There was
cool.
Yeah, there was heaps, and they were all massive.
Incredible.
100%.
Absolutely incredible.
Our guide gave us some bread to feed the fish, and it was just coming up, eating it like straight out of your hand.
I freaked out though.
She did a little bit. From the distance, I could hear a couple of little like screams going on under the water. I was like, "What is that?"
Yep, just me.
Yep, just Colette.
Yep.
It wasn't a shark or anything like that. It was just a tiny little fish. And
Some of them were decent.
yeah, some of them were pretty decent, and they were taking little nibbles, and yeah, they like to nibble your hand a little bit. So they were eating right out of our hands. The tour guide as well was trying to get us to dive down with them. Now this guy can dive like, I don't even know how far it was. It was pretty deep. And yeah, we're not that experienced. So we were lucky enough at Gili Meno as well to get to the statues without too many people being there. So when we got there, there was only really a handful of people there. It was pretty cool. So I guess the goal is to get there pretty early, because most of the tours get there around about, well, they leave Gili Trawangan about 10:30 and they all head straight there. So get there a lot earlier, and you'll hopefully avoid the crowds. So next thing you're probably going to want to do is come straight back to your hotel. It's been a full half a day of swimming, snorkeling and getting sunburnt on a boat. So the next thing you're going to want to do is come and cool down in the aircon. So we're staying here at the Pearl of Trawangan, and it is a beautiful hotel. It's sort of on the southern end of Gili Trawangan, and it looks back over Lombok. And you can sit out on the day beds as much as you want, all day, every day. There's a beautiful pool with a waterfall that we've been having heaps of fun in. Time for cocktails and a swim. Oh yeah.
Are you ready to stick?
Yeah. Oh, take a stick now.
Oh, good touch!
And the restaurant, the food here is great. So even if you're not staying here, definitely try this place for food. We are staying in one of the pool view rooms, which just out here is the pool. So we're super close to everything. We're going to chill here for a little bit, and then we're going to carry on with the rest of our day.
Just had a quick dip and now it's off for some food.
This is KU Cafe, and it is great. Right down by the main wharf, right where the boats drop you off, and it is a must-do for food here. If you're a bit of a foodie, you're gonna love this place. Definitely try it. Alright guys, it's time to grab that bike you hired earlier. You're gonna want to cycle the island. Takes about an hour or two to get around with a fair few stops. There are tons of great cafes, bars and restaurants. You're also going to want to make sure to bring your swimmers. It is hot, so you're going to want to swim. But get on your bike, enjoy and relax. One of the cool things about Gili is they don't have motor vehicles. So the only way you can get around is by push bike or by horse and cart, which is cool. It's eco-friendly and yeah, it's nice. There's no traffic really. So it's pretty chill. We're just heading to the north part of the island now. Hello. So the eastern side of the island is quite built up, and that's kind of where all the bars and party places are. If you want somewhere that's a little bit quieter, come to the northern end, or even the sunset side, which is on the west side. They're a little bit quieter, not as built up, and a little bit more relaxing, which is kind of nice. So if you do want to get away from the busyness, that's where to go. If you do want to go snorkeling with turtles also, and you're not paying for a actual tour, just come to the sort of the northeastern side, I guess, of the island, north side of the island, and you can just hire some snorkeling gear, and you'll find turtles. Just around Turtle Cove, it's called, and yeah, no doubt you'll see one if you spend long enough there. If you love yoga, This is a pretty cool looking spot to do it. Up there, you can do yoga looking out over the sunset. Well, I think the last class is at 4:30, so it must take you right through to sunset. But look at that. That is pretty nice. So after spending about an hour to 2 hours biking around the island, you'll see lots of different new resorts. But we came here 2 years ago and there's so many more resorts and so many more buildings. Unfortunately though, between now and last time that we were here, there was quite a large earthquake, and apparently it actually destroyed like a large portion of the buildings and structures here. So you can tell everything's been rebuilt, which is nice, I suppose, because everything's quite new and modern. But yeah, just cycling around the island, it's so nice, relaxing. Just take your time, enjoy.
Stop at all the little coves and private beaches.
Yeah, there's heaps of little photo opportunities and little coves that you can chill out in, so it's super nice.
And lots of swings around too.
So after the bike ride around the island, it is time to find a spot for the sunset. All right. So for sunset, you're going to want to come to the west side of the island. That's where the sun sets over Bali. And it's pretty cool. It's very impressive. If you're lucky enough to get the sunset here, it is picturesque and it's well worth it. Two of our favorite spots that we've been to is Pink Coco and what's the other one?
Malibu.
And Malibu.
They're next door to each other pretty much.
Pretty much next door to each other. I mean, there's countless sort of beach clubs along here. You can pick whatever. However, these two have been pretty good to us and they have amazing cocktails. So pretty good.
And menus.
And menus, yeah, and the food.
And good food. That's good for the environment. I know here in particular on the front of the menu, it says that they do not use palm oil, they only use sustainable produce. So it's all very good as well.
Yes, for sure. So I think it's a pretty perfect end to a pretty perfect day, right?
Yeah, I think so.
We're gonna say goodnight now and end the vlog with this for you.